Let's talk a little bit about Android 16. And before you bash me as an iOS fan, I don't like iOS. And I wanted to say, disclaimer, iOS 26, from what I saw from the beta version right now, is just horrendously bad in terms of human computer interaction design. But let's talk about Android 16 because it's now final here on my Pixel 8 Pro. And I have to say, before I start nagging a little bit, I want to also show you some good points about Android 16 that I think they improved really. And one thing that they surely improved is speed and the possibility of adding nice little not only animations but also vibrations. So haptics improved even further. And here finally the Google Discover feed is fluid in scrolling without any issues. And finally also X or Twitter is fluid without micro stutters in scrolling. So yes, after like, I don't know, how old is the Pixel 8 Pro? 2 years now old. Finally I can use this device without getting a headache because I get micro stutters everywhere. Anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the quick toggles and quick settings. Here you can see notifications. I like that they have now the possibility to clear all notifications here as a big fat ass button that you can press. But also you can just go into modes and turn on Do Not Disturb and all those are gone. But talking about this here, design fail in my opinion is still the internet button here, which no one really understands why there is a button for internet which includes mobile network and Wi-Fi. It's confusing as hell, especially for people that are not techies. One can click on it, it will open up the network, internet connection, Wi-Fi, and you can share the Wi-Fi and have some nice options there. But they have this cool new feature that they borrowed from somewhere, BlackBerry 10, and others are doing as well already. Like here I have Harmony OS, is this cool feature where I can turn off Bluetooth by pressing the button. But when I have it on and press the text next to it, it will open up the Bluetooth connection possibility, which allows me to connect to devices. This case, it also allows me to disconnect from devices, which is cool. I'm not sure if this Bluetooth option does it here as well. The ColorOS does it also very, very well with Bluetooth here and the possibility to connect even to unknown devices, available devices that it can scan, which is a nice feature that you don't have here, because if you want to pair a new device, you have to click on pair new device and then you get to the whole complete full screen UI. Anyways, so this is a nice feature. Why not for the internet? Why I don't have the possibility to turn off Wi-Fi just by pressing on it? It doesn't make any sense, does it? And the same goes when I swipe down a little bit and we have the other options there. Do you notice the pattern here? I could not imagine this being a final version of Android 16, so I double checked. It looks like a draft version of how things should be in the future eventually before we put a nice design on it. But this is the final design and it looks so ugly. And look at this, the inconsistencies don't end up here. Look at the inconsistency of this icon in comparison to the button there. You will see, yes, rounding of the icon is different than the rounding on the button. The other thing is, when you turn it off, look at this. Buttons or things that are active look more squarish than the ones that are not active, that look more round. You see that? So auto rotate, look at this. Press on it, it gets rounder. This looks super ugly and super inconsistent. Why are they doing this? Because an indication for something is turned on or off is already the color that is showing that it's on, except maybe the power button here for turning off the device, because this is always on for some reason. But other devices like here Sony Xperia, since Android 13 I think they're doing it, which is like an inconsistency this means something is on, and this means the power button is on. What does it mean? Power is on, or what does it mean? I don't like that, I have to say. At least color it differently, like red or something like this, and don't let people change it. Anyway, if I go on it here, it will open up a full screen app. Quick toggle, why is it opening up a full screen app? Other apps, like for example, mic success is not doing anything, but like Bluetooth is opening up nicely, and I have still the possibility to go back to my quick toggles. Quick share, however, it's opening up this, it's closing everything, and then why? This is also super inconsistent. I have to go back there and there. And yeah, some others are doing the same here. Font size as well. If I click on it, it will open it up, but it's closing. Why they're not using the same thing as for Bluetooth here, where it leaves everything open and I have this, and I can go back, I don't know. And the other thing is, like, look at this ugly kind of slider here. I mean, this looks nice until here. What is this monstrosity? Why is it looking out? It's not only there, it's all the sliders are looking like this. Also the volume slider here for some reason. I don't get it. Looks so ugly. It was a consistent thing that, yeah, we keep this volume thing inside and not like make it bigger than the whole slider itself. It doesn't make any sense. Also, those sliders are inside of the fucking container, not outside there. Like, I don't know. Why? It's just making, it's like at least 13-year-old that has first time designed a computer program or what. I don't get it. Anyway, this is, I don't like it. And yeah, the icon changing there, okay, indicating that you're like full screen now, full width brightness or not. Anyway, like I said, I like the clear all button. There's also some other buttons here to see notification history. Very important, because before I had to always go to settings and search for it, because otherwise I couldn't find it. And then also the possibility to go in here and configure your notifications. Very nice additions, because like again, Android 13, I'm like using the Xperia device because it's like the most vanilla one. Didn't have it at all. So yeah, I have notifications here. If we go down, there's clear all and there's manage. Okay, manage is like going into the managed application, but no history there. So yeah, this is a nice improvement there. What I don't like in terms of effects, you can see it here on my Huawei. When I swipe down, I get basically a transparent overlay over the existing wallpaper. So if I wallpaper a bit darker, like for example ColorOS here, then I get this overlay a bit darker there. And no, this is not, as you can see, it's white. It's not the dark scheme that I have turned on. This here, for some reason, if I have the lights theme turned on, it's like not doing it like this, which looks nice, and then draw it on top, maybe make it a bit darker. It's making it white for some reason. And this has also, look at the effect, which I don't, why did they do it? White, because then you can see everything is like completely gone, and now I'm like swiping everything, and then you can see, yes, the status bar is appearing again, now in black, because yeah, I'm in white theme. Can I change quickly to dark theme? I don't even know. I have to go to edit here. I can show you another cool feature of Android 16. Finally, you saw the Sony Xperia, like Android 13, like those 4 buttons. I hate it. Just like it was goofing around me, and they still didn't really fix it because it's just 4 buttons still. But what you can do is like you go to edit, and you can now flashlight, for example. Why? I know it's flashlight. I can make it smaller. I can make it smaller. Look how small and tiny it looks like. Airplane mode. I know that this is airplane mode. I can make it smaller. I can even move it around here. Now you can see, when I go back and I swipe down, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can do this with multiple options there as well. It looks a bit goofy like this still, because yeah, if I go to airplane mode, you can see it's still changing from a bit rounded to a bit squarish icon. So it's still not perfect there, but at least we have this customizability, and I can make almost something that Sony did already almost a year ago with Android 15, is adding such quick toggles. You can see when I'm in the first level already, I have 8 of them. They put even text underneath, which is like something, Hey, come on, Google, why not copy Sony? You can put text even underneath, so why not even not only allow us to resize to the right or horizontally, but also vertically? Then we can put the text underneath. Could work as well. Guck mal, you have like the possibility to fit 8 quick toggles in there if you do it like this. I like this Sony design a bit more, even though it has some inconsistencies that it took over from Google's Android version. But this is like the possibility to put way more of those icons in there if you don't need the text in particular, no? And rearrange certain stuff, and probably you can have like the night light. There are some connectivity options like hotspot options, but what I'm searching for is the dark theme. I can just plus it there, and you can see it is already by default like a little icon instead of a full dark theme. So I can just drag it maybe here, and what can I do? What else can I do? Maybe this QR scanning thing, I can make it small, drag it in there, and yeah, now I have, I think, a little bit of a better design. Yeah, maybe I quickly exchange this, and wait a second, put it there. I just removed one, I don't get it, but anyway, then I have here 2, and then I have 4 underneath. Also a nice design. Why not ship this by default? Flashlight I don't need so much, but let's go to the dark theme. You can see now it's getting dark. And look at this now. Now, first of all, you still have this weird effect. Why is it doing this? It looks ugly, I have to say. And this status bar is disappearing for some reason and then appearing, but it looks nicer now on this background. But why not doing it completely transparent? Why this white background? Way nicer here. On Huawei does it the best. On Harmony OS 5, but also 4, does nothing with the status bar. The status bar just stays there, and just look at what happens. It just appears. I can drag this, but here it just at one point appears. And on ColorOS, I think they also don't do much with the status bar. Ah, they're also hiding it. There you can see they're also hiding everything. When you go from here, there's everything hidden, and then everything appears for some reason. I don't like this design, I have to be completely honest. I think Origin OS does it better, because what they are doing is like just missing an animation. You can see you're dragging the status bar down a bit. I would like to have a better animation of those status icons. They're like dropping to the left. You see it in a second? There. Make it a bit more bouncy. Then it would be, I think, ideal for this Origin OS kind of look. But they are doing it better. They have other problems, like why is this blue? Because it's turned on, but why is this then white? And that's a different kind of topic that I don't want to talk about. But yeah, this is this biggest update I also think that they did for Android 16 finally is this multitasking view. Let's go to multitasking view. You can see that here in settings, I have this icon there, and there was a menu hidden. Did you know about it? You have to press on it, and then there's menu, app info, split top to bottom. This is why some, like Sony, added like a split or multi-window button at the bottom, so people know how to get to multi-window, because it was too complicated. And I think it is still too complicated. Now they made it a bit easier, because there is a drop-down button, and you can tap on it, and it opens up. So you have an indicator, you know that there's a menu hiding. And you can go directly into split screen there, take a screenshot even, or select text from it, which is also quite nice. So features that you previously probably didn't know that they are there even. And others, like for example, Huawei doesn't have this at all. So they don't have any option there. Not long press, not even long press on the icon. On Harmony OS 4 there was that option, but there's nothing happening here. So they don't have anything hidden there. The only thing is like this. And there's a hidden thing is like you can do this to lock an icon, so it's not like going away. You cannot do it here. You can clear it manually, but there's no lock button as far as I can see. Anyways, this is not so much of a good design. I think this is something that Google really nailed, because if you look at ColorOS, for example, Let me go into, yes, you can see they have this overview here, very iOS-like, but there's nothing, no indicator, but you can press on the text and there's a menu appearing. Can you press on the icon as well? Yes, you can press on the icon and there's a floating window option and a split window option. But one thing they did right is when I'm in an app, if I want to go to multitasking or floating window, the only thing I have to do is like drag up and then say floating window. And let me go back, show you how easy it is to go into split screen view. Just go there, split screen, and then you choose the second app that you want to have split screen. How easy? Super, super easy on ColorOS. And others are doing the same thing, basically. I can go here, floating window, and I can also go split screen if I want to on Huawei. So it's the same kind of thing. Why is Google not taking this over? Because this is a super, super cool feature. And here I was like, if you want to, let's go into this, and I just want to do, nothing is happening. It's just like, yeah, I end up there. So if I want to go split screen, I have to press the right button, I'm split screen. And then I'm ending up in the multitasking view to choose another open app. If I go out of it, you can see split screen is turned off. So if I open up another app, it's just like full screen. So it is a bit of cumbersome, still something that Google think they should improve, because this is like, every time I'm using Google-ified Android, so vanilla Android, some people call it, I feel like so backwards. Using Huawei with HarmonyOS, using ColorOS, heck, even OriginOS. So much more advanced. Go in here. See, all of them are doing the same, because it's like such an easy gesture to go into those. And then it's not opening up the task manager. It allows me to open up every app that I have on my desktop, even like CapCut or something like this. I can change it. I have this in this multitasking view. I can group it together if I want to. And something that is really missing. Let's open up the calendar here. See, I wanted to do it again, but it's like not, let's go into split screen and files. Yeah, let's do it like this. And then I have them both in here. I can use calendar, I click on here. I can use files to click on here to go. Very nice. But besides that, I don't have the possibility to save them as a desktop icon, for example. At least I don't see this option to save them. Save app pair, there's a possibility. Save app pair as desktop icon. Yeah, this is, oh, okay. They managed to do this, very nice. So you have the possibility to save app pairs. So I don't think that was a thing in Android before. Let me not lie. Let me go in here. Let's go split, and let's split it like this. And I don't even see app info and app info. It was even worse on Android 13. Click on here, the app info appears there. Okay, no possibility to save it. I think maybe there was a possibility to do something. No, this is like the possibility to switch. This is what, then you have app pairs there and you can save them. This was a Sony own thing there, which is a bit even more cumbersome. This, I think Google made a little bit better there with this kind of design. Yeah, those are some of the observations that I did. Yes, of course, there are some other things there. Settings, for example, got like an overhaul, and I also am a bit confused because earlier it's like every other operating system. Maybe except Huawei, it's a bad example, but every other operating system, if you want to, oh, there's a new update, remind me later. You go, you swipe down, and you have system management and upgrade, or about the phone. It was like something that everyone agreed to doing. ColorOS, same thing, go down, system update, about device, user accounts. So yeah, here it was as well. I can see Sony Xperia again for vanilla Android simulation. You have the old settings menu, Android 13 in this case. You swipe down, you have system there. You have about phone. You can go in system, you can go and search for updates, but Android 13 out of support, not updated on the Xperia Pro anymore. Here, first thing I did is like going down, and where the heck is my system? It's up there now, system and about phone. So I have to go in here and then go to software update. Your device is up to date. Software update again. Your device is up to date. This button also changed. See? Let me go maybe to light theme again. This button changed to be like this instead of, what is it here? It's like instead of a smaller kind of button that I had, and like a bit bigger button. So yeah, they changed certain things there. Ah, by the way, you saw this nice animation, this back animation that also when I'm in settings and go out, wait a second, it worked before. Yeah, it worked better before. Yeah, there you can see like an indication where you're coming from. It's very helpful. You the system, you're like, I turn on live translation. Where did I press last time on? I can see it's also a bit inconsistent there. Yeah, animation wise, it's a nice feature that you get this indication now for such menus, especially longer menus, that you can find your way to navigate through. Otherwise, yeah, I don't like this design. I really don't like this control, and you have to see it sometimes, and this is like annoying me. And the other one is the multitasking is such a pain in the ass. You still don't have floating windows. Come on, we are 2025. Floating windows on Android is like not a thing that is super hard to do. And yeah, some people like this Google Pixel vanilla design. I don't like it. I don't really. Look at the icons. Just an example. Look at the icons there in settings, what they did. They grouped everything. Very nice because it makes it a bit more easier to find things. But look at the icons. Some of those icons have a blue background there. For some reason, in a different category, apps has as well. This one has a grayish. This one has like completely different. So they do two categorizations in one. One is the categorization with this white things of colors there. The other, the white strip there where they're like grouped together. The other one is like color-wise somehow. So display touch, wallpaper style, and why the battery then and not the rest? I don't get it. Why are the colors different? Please someone has to tell me because I don't get it. It's making things confusing. First I thought, okay, notification sounds good. But why they having the same color as a background color? It's confusing. Do other smartphones do the same? Never saw that before. Yes, they're doing the same, like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, makes sense. Yeah, they're grouped a bit better together, but they're different colors here. Then they have another color there. Yeah, they're doing the same. I don't, yeah, probably because people like colors more. These are so faded colors that I'm actually don't know if this is the right way of doing things. They do it as well. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the icon size is too small. Here, by the way, as well. Here they have different icons. They don't have this, well, they have sometimes the same color, but not the same background. So I don't know, it's putting me off on Android, vanilla Android at least, or Pixel Android here, in this case, in this regard. Is it your cup of tea, this Android version? Do you like it the best, or you think that Google has to implement some of the features the other devices have already since years? And what do you think about this design, especially of the control center here and notification center? I know it's unified. I actually prefer non-unified. So I'm more like a macOS or iOS user. No, it's like I said, the rest of the world has switched to this because I think it's easier to get like notifications separated from controls, and you have then the whole space that you can use for your controls, which is something useful because when you want to go to your controls, maybe you don't want to just see 4 controls. You want to have a little bit more of those controls. Anyway, I'm brabbling around. This is the Google Pixel 8 Pro that I'm running Android 16, vanilla Android 16, not vanilla, the final version that Google calls final version. Of course, there will be updates available for it of Android 16. What do you think about this? And I can like go, where can I? Probably I showed you already. This is Android 16, updated May 2025. So checking. So maybe there's a Play Store. Yeah, this is a Play Store update. Let's restart. And I log out as well. You can tell me what you think about Android 16, especially here on the Pixel devices, and about the UI and UX. Is it your cup of tea, or you think they should improve stuff? That's it for this video. Long video, I know. Until the next time.